Hey guys, Marsing in here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so I finally finished getting the LR TEQ Fusion ZAMASU awakened. My goodness, his Dokkan event takes like 8.5 minutes to do on auto or something, and so even with the missions to get the extra medals, you have to do his event. You still have to do it like 5 or 6 times, I think, in total. So that all adds up. It took an absolute age to get this man fully awakened, but now here he is, the TEQ Fusion ZAMASU. Look how tiny his head is in comparison to his body. Big chunky arm ZAMASU. So he leads Realm of Gods, Worldwide Chaos, or Fused Fighters for 170. The extra 30 goes to Time Travelers or Final Trump card. And then of course he has the Extreme 150 lead as well. So he gets his entrance animation when there's another Realm of Gods ally on the team. So very easy to do because all the other Goku Black and ZAMASU units will qualify for that. And that gives him an extra 20% damage reduction for 4 turns. That is all it does. But he has 6 key and 100% attack and defense, 3 key and 50% attack and defense when there's no Realm of Gods enemies, which is probably one of the easiest conditions to fulfill. So very, very good. He gets damage reduction of 40%, and then he gets an additional 50% defense when receiving an attack. If HP is 70% or less when receiving an attack, he gets another 50%. Then he launches an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super within the same turn after receiving an attack, and then additional attack 25% with each attack received. So that means, oh sorry, I misread as well, 20% for 4 turns from his intro, plus an additional 20% on the first turn. So on the first turn, he has 80% damage reduction. And then the next turn, he's going to have 60. And then once, so say he was on turn 4, then you get to turn 5, his intro animation has run out. He still has 40% damage reduction. So turn 1, we've got 185k defense here. We only have Dismal Future, Fierce Battle, and Nightmare. The Friend, as you see, has a couple of links leveled up, but is also only 55%. So let's go ahead and do this. Really is a big shame that we can't link him with the other TEQ ZAMASU, but 2 hits straight away, so that's another 25% attack. And then, yeah, look at his attack stat right out of the gate. And he's lowering attack on the 18 key. His super attack effects, by the way, are massively raise attack and raise defense for 1 turn on the 18 key, and then greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn on the 12 key. I mean, straight away, just from his start of attack, like, you know, his first attack stat, he's already seeming like he's a lot crazier than the blues, right? Now, obviously, they build up and then become Vegito Blue. But this guy is like easily Vegito Blue level on his first turn, right? This is my one, turn 1, 6.4 after taking 1 hit. Remember, his build up from his passive, 25% with each attack received up to 150. So he has to get hit 6 times to be fully maxed out. And then he is going to be going pretty crazy. 14, these guys are going to be back, right? Not every event necessarily, but I mean, 14 million attack stat from them on the first turn is pretty good. We really need AGL ZAMASU's Easy A to be an absolute banger, because then he's going to be one of the best link partners for this ZAMASU, considering we can't link him up with the other one. We have both the base Goku Blacks on this turn. Not really great. We do kind of need to get build up with at least one of them, so I might actually do this. We shouldn't die here, even if he super straight away, just because ZAMASU will take like no damage. And then of course ZAMASU has the new ability, the Dokkan Field or Domain or whatever you want to call it, can be activated when HP is 70% or less from the 5th turn, or when there's a Future Saga ally or enemy from the 7th turn. So it's the same condition as the fusion for the blues. I guess it's going to be a similar thing to them, where it's kind of hard to get like in some of the easier events early on, because you're just not really taking damage. But then at least on turn 7, as long as you've got the right allies, it's basically guaranteed, right? So that will be pretty good. We need to get him as much build up as we can. So let's just go ahead and do this. I think one of the things that will be unfortunate with this guy in the long run is turns like this, where he's getting like hit once and then he attacks and just kills the enemy. Because obviously, ideally, we want him to get hit as many times as possible so that we can really build up that attack from his passive. But yeah, he seems a little bit crazy. This will be a good showing for him though, because we do have an int enemy now. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll grab this for you, and then we'll grab these for you. So AGL Goku Black is pretty built up at this point. So we're going to take a super straight away. So we have what? 70? No, we only have 40% damage reduction on this turn. So he still only takes 160k. All right, that's really good. Then double... Oh, okay. Then double digits and 12.8 million. Now, remember, this is him 55%, very low links. We have dropped below 80% HP, though, because this is the thing you have to remember about these 55%, like, freshly awakened showcases, is these guys don't have big bad bosses at level 10. So these Fusion Zamasus are only going to have big bad bosses active if we drop below the HP threshold for big bad bosses, which we have now. So obviously once they are actually fully awakened and are, you know, link leveled, I say fully awakened, fully link leveled and are sat at link level 10, big bad bosses is going to be active every single turn. And that's when things are definitely going to start to go a little bit crazy. So let's go ahead and do this. So what's our starting defense now here? 174k. So he definitely benefits, obviously, from getting a huge amount of extra stats after he super attacks. But the fact that his defensive capability in slot 1 is still so good is definitely very, very nice. Is this guy, is he fully built up for attack now? I don't know if you know. I don't even know if he is fully built up. Probably not by the looks of it. No, now he is. So 55%, fully built, big bad bosses, 14.6. Yeah, that's pretty good. There's the crit. There's an additional for 10 million as well. God damn. All right, well. Yeah, Zamasu, he do be cooking a little bit. Now, come on, give me the infinite sky, Zamasu. Is it time? What turn are we on? Yeah, turn 8. It's got to be time now. All right, so now we can become the sky. So let's do that. I've always thought the infinite Zamasu thing was super goofy, but this is pretty funny. So we are now become sky. So domain actor. Okay, that's awesome. So there you go. Now the background has changed. I can't wait to see what future units we get that do this, by the way. So now these guys can link. So full links active now. So now that we have become Sky Zamasu, we have 2 super attacks, of course. Greatly raised attack for 1 turn, colossal damage to the enemy. Massively raised attack for 1 turn, mega colossal to all enemies. And then the passive is nullifies all attacks directed at the character. 4 key, 300% attack, changes AGL and STR key spheres to TEQ, worldwide chaos allies, defense 60% with 4 or more TEQ key spheres obtained. So let's get our TEQ key spheres, and then let's see how that's affected the rotation here. Yeah, see, obviously Zamasu and Rose both get extra defense on super, but this Int Zamasu is going to have pretty crazy defense after he super attacks here. Rose, unfortunately, terrible mechanic that it is, we have not been able to get his nice, not been able to get his KO finishing blow thing. So 8.5 million. I know people were saying when I mentioned it on Twitter, like, there's not much else they could do because that is what Sky Zamasu does in the show. But, like, the faces just shooting beams out of their mouths. Like, to me, the animations are very goofy. But, you know, it is what it is. 11 million for Int Zamasu as well. Like, people were saying on Twitter before the release that, like, a 200% lead won't save this guy. But, I mean, well, better 200% lead. But, I mean, look at this team. Like, this rotation specifically. Like, if Rose had his finishing blow buff, like, he would be going ham here as well. I mean, 5.5 is not terrible for a unit that's basically here to be a floating support unit. But, obviously, he will probably get clapped by a super. Fortunately, he did not get supered. So... What an absolute beast. So I actually did wonder about this. Can you use both the domains at the same time? Because I think we're not below the HP threshold now. So or oh no, when there is a future saga ally in the same turn or enemy from the 7th turn. So yeah, we do have future saga allies. So you can't use both at the same time then, I'm assuming. Otherwise we should be able to use the one for this guy. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty nutty Dokkan attack here. Not gonna lie. We got the links, we got the support from AGL Goku Black, we've got type advantage, so we can't take any damage here at all, basically. And then, yeah, Dokkan attack for... What is his attack stat going to be here? 12.3 million. This is my one, so 55% full level 1 links. Obviously he has level 5 crit because he's a tech unit. I gave him level 5 additional. He does have a chance to additional in his passive, so I wouldn't say full additional is like the way to go if you pull dupes, but you obviously want to have some additional in the hidden potential so that you have that chance to get the extra one, because even with built-in additionals in the passive, you want to be able to have the hidden potential one unlocked, because then you're more likely to proc it with all of the attacks from the passive as well. So now this could be a little bit scary for the STR Goku Black. I don't know how built up he is at this point, but lots of key here, and lots of extra defense for everybody. Yeah, I think he might actually just get crushed, but we'll go ahead and do I want to just use, shall I use an item here? I mean, we know that ZAMASU can't take damage. Once Fusion ZAMASU attacks, he can't take damage. So I'd rather just the STR Goku Black not just die in the final slot here. So I will throw up an item, because I mean, this ZAMASU can't take damage anyway, right? I love the little, like, he comes up with the dodge cut in and then he's just like, boom, face tank, 0 damage. So this is kind of like a giant form, but the much more improved version, because he can't take damage, but he still gets his links and support from other units. The only difference is he's not attacking in every single slot. So obviously if the enemy doesn't super him, like on this turn we didn't get supered in slot 1, you're not getting the extra defensive capabilities that a giant form usually gives you. But I mean, damn, that's pretty good. Oh, he didn't see. Okay, well, it's a good thing I used the item, although I think we might actually still die because this Frieza does hit incredibly hard. Yeah, he's doing 58k to this Goku Black through a Whis, so maybe he wasn't the best choice. But as soon as AGL ZAMASU gets his easy A, that STR Goku Black obviously gets binned off this team. We probably would have built, we could have built a slightly better team anyway, but I thought I'd go for the full Goku Black and ZAMASU build for this showcase. But ZAMASU himself absolutely cooked. I love the fact that the background is still just going off there. Wait, has the game crashed? Does the game not like the fact that I died during the domain? Because it is actually not doing anything now. Well, that's interesting. Also, the OST finished and I didn't even realise. So I don't know how long that's been going like that. But all right, well, there you go. We finally got back out of the game. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store. Let me know who you think is better. I mean, like, ZAMASU is just clearly better than Goku and Vegeta. But once Vegito comes out, obviously he does go pretty crazy. But yeah, ZAMASU is incredibly good. So yeah, I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.